Now I want to start this video with a serious question, okay? Is Facebook for old people? Because this formation and tactics that I'm about to show you are absolutely insane on the attack. Like, I've had so much fun using them, scored so many goals, and it's just been an amazing formation. It's made me really enjoy playing the game again. But I found them off of a Facebook comment. Am I old now? But the formation in question is the 4-2-2-2, not a formation that I usually feel entirely comfortable with, but yeah, on the attack this formation is incredible. What I would say is it is a little bit susceptible on the defence. If you're not great at manually defending, it will take some adjusting to, but on the attack, man, oh, it's a thing of beauty. For the build-up style, you're going to go counter. Like I've said on many of my videos, counter is the meta right now. It is the best way to go. And with this being so attacking, there's nothing else you want to try. And then for the line height, you're going to go high and you're going to go for a line height of 70. Perfect blend between being able to defend well, but then when you attack, having plenty of players in attacking positions. Line height 70 and counter build-up style are a match made in heaven. You just need to run it all the time. Now for the player roles, your goalkeeper is personal preference. Both your fullbacks are on fullback and defend. Both your centre backs are on defender and defend. Both your holding midfielders are on deep lying playmaker and build up. Your right hand cam is on shadow striker and attack, with your left hand cam being on half winger and balanced. Your right hand striker is on advanced forward and attack, with your left hand forward being on advanced forward and support. And here's what it looks like, guys, with the ball, and yeah, I get it. It looks stupid, but it doesn't actually attack like this. Obviously, your CDMs will push forward, and what your cam actually does in that shadow striker attack role, they will show in the playmaker role when needed, but also if you get the ball out on the wing with this I can't even get there, with this half winger, they'll make sort of a forward three, and you just have, like, it's like you've got three strikers. There's always an attacking option in this formation. There you go, guys, there's the player roles for you. If you're impatient and you just want to give it a try yourselves, go off, have a go with it, you're more than welcome. However, I recommend you stick around till the end of the video, because what I'm going to do is talk you through each player that you need, how these roles actually work in game, and try and pepper in a few beautiful highlights so you can see exactly how the formation runs and what you need to do to get those wins with this formation. But more than that, have the fun that I have with this formation, because it's been such a laugh. For your goalkeeper, do what you want, man. I mean, you want to be looking for someone tall, someone good in net. I mean, only God can help you with this one, I'm afraid. Now, for both your fullbacks, they are going to be primarily defensive in this formation. You don't want them pushing up too much, because then you will just be absolutely blitzed on the counter. You want players with really high defensive attributes, really quick, but also with fullback plus, because if their winger does happen to get the ball, you need them to be good enough to get out, fast enough and strong enough to shove their player off the ball, but also good enough defensively that they'll intercept those through balls and then be able to pop a killer pass themselves. So in this formation, I'm running Lala and Firpo, both absolutely incredible fullbacks, and they're just there to make those interceptions, make those last-ditch tackles, stop the ball from going out to their winger, and then, when needed, they can also help you out on the build-up. Likewise, with your defender defend, you want all that defence in a line of 4 at all times, making it really difficult for the opponent to play through you. So the only role you ever want to use here is defender defend. I'm running Carlos Alberto and the team of the season Alexandro. Both are big, strong, physical presences, but also really quick as well, and both have that coveted anticipate play style, so that all those through balls, all those fast counters that your opponent tries, they're just not going to work out, man, because every single time these defenders are in the perfect position to just make those interceptions, make those blocks, and if necessary, when they do happen to get through, hopefully they'll be able to get back, make a last-ditch tackle, and then get you back on the attack. Now, for both your CDMs in this formation, I would be looking for tall, strong holding midfielders, but more box-to-box players. I don't think you really need a proper outright defensive midfielder in this formation. Because of how deep line playmaker build-up works, they will both end up pushing up. They'll split a little bit and go further up the pitch. So you want players that are good in the attack and good in the defence. So I'm running team of the season Declan Rice and a Evo Prime Yaya Toure. Both are extremely tall, extremely physical players, but also really good on the ball. And what these players will do, they'll be your defensive outlet, so they'll make tackles, they'll get in the way of things, always be there to make those last-ditch tackles and protect your defence. but then when you're on the attack, they'll become the ball that you recycle to. So if you run out of options, they'll always be available in the final third for a pass, and then they need to be good at passing because they will redistribute that ball, albeit a through ball to your attacker, a ball back to one of your half wingers or your shadow striker, but just make sure you've got players in this position that could play anywhere. 90 stats across the board, that's what you're looking for. For your cam on shadow striker, you want to be looking for someone that would work well as an attacker or as a striker, because they're, like I said in the build up, they'll create those three up front. They'll make a run inside at some point, so they need to be good at passing and they need to have sort of incisive passes to get the ball to one of your forwards. But also they need to be able to shoot, because they will be found in positions where they can score a lot. So I'm running 96 Diego Maradona, and he is perfect to this role. When the opportunity arises, he'll make the third attacker and he'll be able to score goals. Likewise, when needed, he'll drop in short, collect the ball, be good in tight spaces, good at dribbling, and be able to ping that pass elsewhere to get you on the build-up. A really key role to have a plus in this one. This has to be one of your best players on the pitch. And for your other cam, this is where it's a little bit strange, and this is what actually drew me to this formation in the first place. I'd never run half winger before on a cam, but in this formation it works so well. They're always in a position to collect the ball. This player, you want more of a traditional winger. So I'm running the Fantasy Marmouche. But in my team, and a lot of teams, I hope, because he's a legend, would have took the Ansu Fati Showdown card, who also has plus in this role. A traditional left winger works really well here. Always dropping short to collect the ball, being your wide outlet to always pass to, but then making those late runs in behind so that you've got a fourth option in the attack, which is just incredible. This formation ends up attacking with 6 attackers. You have got so many options that you just overload the opponent and score so many goals. Now for your advanced forward attack, this is your finisher, I would say. They're going to be the ones that make primarily the runs in behind. They're going to drop short when needed, so they'll help you in the build-up. But more often than not, you'll find one of your cams or your advanced forward support, and these will be the player that are bombing in forward. You need them to be really good at finishing. If you can find someone with low driven shot, even better, because that is the meta shooting playstyle right now. But Trivela, Finesse also work just as well. Essentially someone that is just going to score you a shed ton of goals. You don't really have to worry about their passing. They just need to be fast, physical and good in front of goal. But that being said, your advanced forward support is just as crucial. They make wider runs, so they'll often be the one that shows themselves for the ball. So these ones do need to be more of a complete striker. So if you can get one that's decent at passing, all the better. But I actually find that I prefer using quite big burly strikers here. So for meta strikers that I can think of off the top of my head, like CR7, Flashback, obviously this Omega card, Chris Wood team of the season, players like that are big and bulky but good on the ball, and obviously not as clunky as like the old school Haalands. But yeah, what this player will do, he'll be found a little bit wider, he'll still make the run in behind, so he still needs to be able to shoot because he will still score you goals, but also needs to be good on the support. So if you've got the ball, able to play that killer pass to either one of your cams or your advanced forward attack to score you that goal. But yeah guys, that's all there is to the formation really. It looks simple at the back, but it was that half winger that drew me to it, man. And I mean, I can't take credit for this. In attack, this formation is stunning, and I have to thank, I don't even know what his name is, I could look at my phone, I think it was George. Some guy called George on Facebook who put these tactics on, but it is so fun to use. I've had an absolute blast. You get some really good tiki-taka movement, so many options in the attack, and you just score a load of goals. If you're into a more arcadey experience, you know, 8-7 games and stuff like that, this is the formation for you. Note down the code, give it a go yourself. I'm sure you'll love it. But if you do give it a try, guys, don't forget to pop a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on George's formation, as it will be known from now on. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop it a like, man. It helps me out, but it also helps other people see it. And if you're new around here, and you're interested in more couple of daily FC25 content, don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, hey, have a great rest of your day. I'll speak to you soon. Bye!